G'day, this is Captain Australia with a quick news update. Yeah, Barry, cue the music, mate. Barry. Barry. This again. Do I have to do everything? Barry. Alright, I'll do it myself. Ba-ba-ba-diddly, ba-ba-ba-diddly, ba-ba-ba-diddly dee. It's a Captain Australia quick news update. Boom, boom. Yeah, so I'm in a little bus shelter about 8 kilometres down the road from Bairnsdale. But I'm near it's the East Gippsland Rail Trail, which actually cuts the route short by about 1 kilometre. So I'm 7.3k out of town via the rail trail, and I'm about to divert onto that. It is, I think, getting close to 6, but so I should just ease into town just as it's starting to get dark. I may not have time to do the daily Dare of Doom, which requires me to stop at an athletics playground and take some pictures doing athletic stuff. So I'll have to do that in the morning. I hope you can hear me all right. Sorry for the traffic noise. So it's been really grim and rainy all day. I'm actually pretty pleased with the pace that I've made. I haven't really had much in the way of rest. So I've knuckled down and pushed through. Wet, you know, soggy boots, soggy socks. Hi, mate. Hey, says Brody. Hey, Brody, how you doing? And pretty grim weather. And the worst thing is the wind. Oh my God, it gets so bloody chilly in the cold. I'm just an old man. I've got thin blood. Yeah, it's okay, Brody. Just a bit cold, that's all. Oh, my beard's getting darker, I think. Yeah, turn back the clock, old man. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back all the words that hurt you. Froze? Did the stream freeze? Hey Simon, you're soaked. Great day for ducks, going really well. Yeah, so I think I've made good time. I've even stopped to save some ducks. I've stopped to have some chats. But still, I've come almost 30 kilometres, and by the end when I get there it'll be 35. I do have accommodation. Another motel has a bed on offer. So, you know, lucky days for Captain Australia. It was organised by a local lady named Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, for sniffing that out. I really appreciate it. And yeah, tomorrow is sail. Now the next 2 days I think are going to be a lot like today was. So 35k, rough camp in the bush, another 35k, and then I'm in sail. So 35k is probably, you know, just a good slog for me where I'm at now. I think my endurance is just about built for 35k. Cool, nice and dry bed for the night, Captain. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a hot shower and getting out of these soggy clothes. The worst thing is the wind. When the wind hits you and you're all soggy, oh my God, it's not good. Thank goodness was worried. Don't worry about me, sweetheart. I'm just a, you know, old bullfed. And seriously, I got it covered. You know, there's really nothing to worry about. Even if I fall off the map and you don't hear from me, all it means is there's no phone signal, you know. I'm really unlikely to suffer a dark outcome. The biggest risks are trucks and snakes, I suppose, and really there's nothing to worry about. Tony says, so glad you have accommodation. Thank you, Tony. It was a pleasure to meet you today, at Lakes Entrance and yesterday. I enjoyed our chat and I hope you do well. Diddly-dee. Vicky says, great, as I also organised if you didn't. Oh, cheers, Vicky. Well, you're all so bloody kind. Sue says, lucky days are good and accommodation. Pity the weather isn't having good days in early March. Yeah, well, look, I mean, my rough sleep kit, I do think I can resist the cold and the wet pretty well. But I do think as I get closer to Melbourne and things become a bit more urban, rough sleep's going to become more and more of a challenge too. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Part of the big walk is to have an adventure. It's for me resetting my life and getting used to all of the fundamentals, you know, and day to day. What am I going to eat? How far can I walk? Where am I going to sleep? All of that. So, you know, you can't have an adventure if you plan it out. You can't have an adventure if it's safe. So please don't worry about it. Don't stress out about me. I'm so grateful for your kindness. I'm humbled by it. Geordie says, we'll meet up with you somewhere along the way as you make your way into Melbourne. I'll keep an eye on your page to see where you are. Well, cheers, Geordie. Anyone who wants to meet up with me, I'm delighted. One lady wrote to me and said she wants to walk with me all the rest of the way to Melbourne. That's the only thing where it gets a bit iffy. Like I've spoken before about Forrest Gumping up, and anyone who wants to follow me is welcome, and I still feel that way. But with all, like, just tonight, I've been offered hospitality. But if there were 3 of us, I don't know how the hell that works. So for me, walking together is better if it's just for, like, 1 leg, or a day, or a half day, or an hour, or whatever. But walking from here the rest of the way to Melbourne, plus I do need to knuckle down. Today's hard, and I needed to surge forward. And to then have somebody else to be concerned about and looking after, I don't know. I in my mind, I'm just getting every step is now closer to my kids, you know? And there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from them. So yeah, I don't know. We'll make it work. If you want to meet up and you want to walk with me, we'll make it work. But I hope nobody, well, I don't know. I think when it comes to getting to Melbourne, all the sleeping and all that sort of stuff, it's going to be easier to just keep going it alone. Geordie says, no, I'll only be walking for a few hours with you, not a long way. That's lovely, Geordie. Like, absolutely, I love it. I love the company. I love the chats. I love sharing life stories. It's wonderful. Yeah, so, holy crap, the rain is dying down, he says, but it's still quite raining. Let's see, I don't know if you can really tell. It's that sort of light sideways rain that just sinks into everything. But yeah, I've got 7.3 kilometres or something like that down the Gippsland Trail, which is, let's show you. So there's the road, and there's the trail now that goes adjacent to the road, and it's an old railway track. So I'm going to take that bad boy, and I'll be in Bairnsdale pretty soon. Well, an hour and a half maybe, I reckon, 7.5k. Yeah, an hour and a half, I'd say. So then I'm going to find my motel, have a shower, dry myself off, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll get some wonton soup if I can find some. All the very best. That's Captain Australia. I'm taking a big walk. Where have I walked from? Brisbane. Where am I walking to? Melbourne. Why am I doing that? Because I'm a bloody nutcase. And it's also in service of a charity called the Kids Cancer Project. And it's also for personal healing. So I had a stage 4 cancer. I couldn't bounce back from it. I beat it. I shouldn't have. I wasn't supposed to. I was given 6 months to live. But I beat it. But it broke my heart. It ate away at my hope, my relationships, everything. And this is my way of coming back. And what I want this to do, the thing that I love most of all about this is, if I can show you that you can come back from just about any old horrible darkness, any cage, you can pick the lock, but it's a recipe that's unique to you, all you need is hope. Maybe just seeing me do it can give you hope. And then once you've got hope, you breathe life into it and you find your solution. So if you're in pain or lost, I love the idea that I could help you by doing this. Anyway, so Andy says, great meeting you today. You're doing an amazing thing. Thank you, Andy. I wish I could have stayed longer. So yeah, I'm gonna leg it. I want to get to Bairnsdale before dark, so I better stop jibber jabbering. All the best. You take care of yourselves. Captain Australia's Big Walk for the Kids Cancer Project. 950 Aussie kids diagnosed every year. We've got to help them out. So if you want to know more about that, check out the sticky post in the top of the timeline. All the very best. Doodly-doo. Oh, it's 125,000, was 80,000 or so. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Gotta go. I have to run. I'll do a chatty stream later from the motel. Take care of yourselves.